Hey man, are you streaming right now?
Yes, I'm streaming. What does it look like? Oh,
Do you need help? Like, how you doing over there?
fine.
What game are you playing? I said, what game are you playing? What game? Hey, do you know how to use OBS? I ain't no wizard.
Oh.
OBS is an incredibly powerful program. With this single piece of free software, you can be the director, the producer, and the cameraman all at once, which can be overwhelming at first. A lot of streamers really underestimate the power of OBS and what it's capable of. There are gonna be countless tutorials featured here on this channel on how to do all sorts of things on OBS. So be sure to hit that subscribe button for the latest tutorials and videos. Let's start from the very beginning. People really underestimate the importance of audio levels. People can either be too loud or too quiet. There's a lot of reasons why audio is such a common issue. For one, you don't hear the final mix. You hear yourself, you hear your game, you hear the music, but you don't really know how the viewer hears it. Maybe the music is too loud and you have no idea. The music could be totally fine in your ears, but in the ears of a viewer, it could be blasting their eardrums out and you have just absolutely no clue. It's hard to find the perfect balance, but with a little bit of time and a little bit of effort and a lot of trial and error, you can find the perfect balance. Back in the day, I would crank the volume of my voice. The problem with that is that when you get really loud, because something exciting happens, suddenly your audio levels are peaking, you're hurting everybody's ears, people who are wearing headphones are suddenly going deaf. You don't want that. So, to make sure you get these audio levels correct, this is what you're gonna do. So the best way to set up your audio levels is to first hit start recording on OBS. Then make sure everything is going. You got your music going if you play music in your stream, you got your microphone going, and you got the game sounds going at the same time. Now the music usually goes through your desktop audio. So you're gonna wanna adjust your desktop audio up and down to make sure it's the right levels. So you can have it as loud as you want in your ears, and you can just adjust how it sounds in the final mix to your viewers. Talk like you normally would, maybe even get loud a few times, and then adjust your microphone accordingly. Then when you think you're kind of happy with it, hit stop recording and just listen back to what you just recorded. If something is too loud, just knock it down a few decibels and then record again and try again. Do this until you're happy with your microphone levels, your music, and your game sounds. Now let's talk about having different scenes. There's many things you can do with just one webcam. Changing a scene doesn't necessarily mean changing the camera angle. It could just be changing what you want the audience to focus on. For example, if you want the gameplay to be the focus, let the gameplay be the biggest thing that's on your screen. However, if you're telling a joke, if you're telling a story, or maybe you're in a main menu where there's not a lot of gameplay going on, maybe you want you to be the center of attention. So you should change the scene where you're the main part of the screen and the game or the main menu, if it's shown on the screen, is just a little thing in the corner here just to showcase that, hey, I'm in a loading screen, or hey, I'm just waiting for the lobby to load up, but I want to talk to you. So that you be the center of attention. So to do this, it's very simple. First, you want to hit that plus button in the scenes menu. Then you want to name your scene, and then hey, you got multiple scenes. Good job, buddy. If you have your gameplay as your first scene, maybe you want a full cam of you as your second scene. Another good scene to have, or scenes to have, is to zoom in on your face. Now you can have either one scene, just as one zoom in, or you can have multiple scenes gradually zooming in on your face the more you hit the button. The more you zoom in, the more, whatever, you got what I mean. I'm gonna set up 3 zoom ins. One that's a little bit zoomed in, one that's in the middle, and one that's really far zoomed in where it's just my face on the screen. All right, so let's pretend that this image here is our webcam, and we want to zoom in on this Ditto Charmander here. So
what we want to do is we want to click the scene and then just zoom in on it a little bit and just center what we want to focus on. So this Charmander. Then we want to right click this new scene and we want to hit duplicate, new scene 2, that's fine. And on this new scene, we want to zoom in a little bit further. So what we want to do is grab the corner here again, zoom in a bit further, and then center it as well. So now you have 2 scenes, one that's a little zoomed in and then one that's more zoomed in. And if you want a third one, same thing, you hit duplicate on the second one. You might want to name this 3 instead of 2, 2. It's up to you. And again, you just want to move it so you can grab the corner, zoom in a lot further, and then center it on the face again. So now you have 3 scenes that look like this, this, and this. Maybe you want to zoom in on that a little bit more. There we go. So boom, bam, bomb.
Now I'm gonna give you a big secret about OBS. Hotkeys. Hotkeys is probably one of the most useful things you'll ever use in your stream. It allows you to switch scenes on the fly, mute your microphone at the push of a button. You can capture your new game just like that. You don't need this. You don't need a stream deck. You have an entire keyboard in front of you. It's very simple to set up. All you have to do is go into settings, click on the hotkeys, and then you just scroll down through the hotkeys and you assign what you want to the action you want to do. If you want to switch scenes, you go down to the switch scene action and you click it and you assign it to a hotkey. I would recommend personally the numpad. It's really, really good. You got 10 easy buttons here. For those zoom in scenes that we made earlier, you can assign them to 7, 8, and 9.
Okay, so to assign these to hotkeys, you want to hit File, Settings, Hotkeys, scroll down to what you named these scenes. So I named these New Scene 2, and New Scene 3. So we go here, and we want to hit the Switch to Scene, and then we want to set it to a hotkey. So right now I'm going to set it to numpad 7, numpad 8, and numpad 9, so that I can easily switch between the 3 very quickly. And I can kind of, if I change the scene transition to cut, I can very quickly go through all 3 of these just like that. Yeah.
Highly recommend setting that up. And then for my stream, I have number 1 as my main scene. That's my game capture and my webcam in a little bit of a corner. And then I had 2 as my full webcam. I had 3 as my webcam with the game in the corner just a little bit. And then 4, 5, and 6 were just these novelty scenes that I had set up. These 3 simple tips of audio levels, having a variety of scenes, and using your hotkeys to switch scenes and do other actions are a massive help to your stream. You'd be surprised how many people never even think about these things, and how many people don't even know that you can use hotkeys to switch your scenes, or even think about how loud they are in other people's ears. Implementing these 3 tips will give you that much more control over your stream. You'll create a more unique feel because you have all these variety of scenes that you made. You'll keep your viewers more engaged because there's always something different about your stream. And the best part about this is that you can be completely creative on how every scene works. You can put a picture of a dog in the background. You can have people dancing in the background. You can have a text flashing on the screen. You can be in a forest if you wanted to. It's completely up to you, and it's where you can be super creative on your stream. Don't be afraid to be bold and try something outrageous. People don't always succeed the first time they do something. Comedians don't always get a laugh out of their jokes when they present them. You're not always gonna succeed in every single scene that you have, but that's okay. You learn from it, you see what works, you keep what works, you experiment, and if it doesn't work or you're not feeling it, you're not vibing it, that's okay. You scrap it and you move on. It's okay to fail, it's fine, and learn from it and move on and use it as an experience. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that these 3 quick tips will improve the quality of your stream and help you be more creative and help you drive your passion forward. Hey, if you did learn something, Be sure to click on that like button. Think about it, it's absolutely free. No cost to you. Incredible, incredible. If you want to learn more about the technical part of streaming, if you want to improve the quality of your stream, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos in the future. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Keep on streaming, guys. Keep on streaming, guys. Oh, right on, baby. You see that? Oh, that was sick. That was sick. I'm gonna have to throw this myself, just to me, catch it, but then still look good on the shot. So I gotta look at you, throw it, locate it, catch it, come back, say my line, and not f that up. Can you see that? Can you see this? I think you can. Oh, it totally is. Oh my lord. I wonder if Elgato's gonna hate me because I just said you don't need to buy a stream deck.